And good afternoon. I'm here with Mayor Marvin Sikes of Humboldt. I'm Amanda Love with the Humboldt Chamber of Commerce. This is our first live chamber chat that we've done. And we're going to be talking a little bit about mask mandates and some of the misconceptions that are out there. I'm going to kick one off with right now, Mayor Sikes doesn't really have the authority to do a mask mandate. So if you're thinking that he's got that authority, although, we wish that things could be more localized. A lot of times he doesn't have that. The governor on July 3rd, I believe, passed that off to the county mayors, but the county mayors don't really have authority in the cities. So there's a bit of confusion about that, and whether the county mayors can actually have the authority to get the authorities, the sheriff's department, the police department, to inflict, whether that's fines or whatever they're going to do. It's all a little bit confusing. There was not a lot of education put behind that. So I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Sikes and let him talk and explain a little bit about his side of things.
Yes, well, thank you, Amanda, and I hope this message gets out to a lot of people, because I don't really have a big platform to talk to all the citizens in our city. A few people do newspapers, and I did a WBBJ phone interview Friday, and I did a radio interview yesterday at lunch, just trying to get a platform to get the word out to our citizens, because I know they're waiting, and they've expressed wanting to know what my opinion and why I'm not doing anything. And so I believe me, we are doing as much as we can here at the city of Humboldt. We've even got employees with COVID. We've got police officers been quarantined, so we're working with it every day. Yeah. Just personally with employees. But I believe it was about April the 28th that the governor took all authority away from city mayors. And there's about 300 city mayors in our state, and only 6 of them has the authority to do anything, and it's the ones that has their own health departments. And Madison County would be one, and Shelby and Davidson, and so there's other ones over in Middle East Tennessee. But the city mayors in any county besides those 6 do not have any authority, and he took that away from all city mayors. And so I cannot mandate mask or anything. And he did give the authority to county mayors, which there is 95, I would say, of them. And our county mayor, along with us city mayors, we are together. We have Zoom meetings and things of that nature, when needed. And as of right now, our Tom Weatherspoon has been our leader, us mayors leaders, and we follow and talk about this quite a bit. And so we feel like, if the governor wants a mask mandate, the governor needs to take lead on that, right. And we'll enforce it the best we can. But me being mayor of the city of Humboldt, just like our mayors of Trenton and Milan, Medina and Dyer and Kenton and Rutherford, Bradford, they don't have the authority either.
Right.
And if they did have the authority, then they would have to enforce it. And if we did, we'd do our best we can about enforcing. But I know people want an answer from me, and I'm hoping quite a few see this live feed. And we are doing the best we can. We're going to try to open our office up about the 29th of August for the lobby, and we'll have to do mask and distancing, and we're going to follow all the rules of the CDC and the state health department. So
right.
I hope that's a pretty good answer of what I'm doing and what I can't do.
Right, exactly. And Mayor Witherspoon, I'm not sure if you saw it, Mayor Witherspoon posted today, basically in a nutshell, and I'm going to read a little bit of it, that he believes that the state is more better staffed, and better funded to manage this. As he says, the number of public health management officials on staff for the state of Tennessee, 2,800, Gibson County, 0. dollars appropriated to manage public health. State of Tennessee over 692 million. Gibson County zero, and it goes on like that. So it gets tough when you have no funds, have no backing behind that, and are asked to do it. So I understand totally both of your positions. I also understand the positions of the people who are scared and wanting answers and wanting a way to go. So it's a tough thing, and that's why we've been saying all along is no matter what side of the fence somebody falls down on, please, please, please be kind. Everybody has their reasons for what they're doing, whether they believe that masks are ridiculous and that they're not going to wear them, or they believe that masks are going to save everyone's lives, or or at least protect people. And the first step that we need to do, then you have to be kind to those people regardless of what their feelings are. But regardless, if you can't stay
Yeah.
6 feet apart, masks are, even if you don't think that they're a great idea, they're not a bad idea. Definitely wash your hands, use hand sanitizer when you can. It's getting tough out there, and that's what somebody just said. It isn't getting tough; it's getting old, and I understand that. It's tough, it's old, we're ready for it to be over, but it's not there yet.
That's right. Our schools partially opened yesterday, and I heard some great comments about our school system, how they
Mm-hmm.
were handling that. It's everything is charted, where the child sits, everything, and they're doing the best they can do.
Yeah.
I would, most likely something will show up at the schools, but don't have to be the end. If they can manage that. I think they can manage it real well. Uh, but it's a political year, and
Mm-hmm.
it's been everything you see is political. And of course, I'm running for mayor again next year, and so the people that wants to try to beat me up over what I'm doing or not doing is out there doing it, and I'm really sorry. I really am sorry that my word hadn't got out there, because I tried. I did a WBBJ phone conversation Friday. I was in Middle Tennessee with my grandchildren. I did that. We did the radio show yesterday at lunch, and we're doing this here today.
Mm-hmm.
And I assure you all, we're doing all we can. And like I say, we've been dealing with it ourselves, employees, department heads, and we're doing the best we can. If the governor would give me that authority to mandate masks or uh, do things that I could do something about, I would be more than willing to do such. But believe me, you may not hear a lot from me, but we're working as hard as we can. We keep up with all the numbers. We're in touch with the health department. Uh, got a letter from Jackson Madison County Hospital this week encouraging us mayors to ask everybody to wear a mask. The numbers are really going up over there. They're doing a great job managing it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure they are just at a point that with this many people coming, I don't see how they can just keep going at the main hospital the way they are. But they'll be fine. They've got a great team over
Yeah.
there. And the numbers were up to 726 cases since this begun,
Yeah.
and 6 deaths. And the deaths have went up this couple weeks. Well, this last week really quite a bit. But everybody's getting out there and really getting all over each other, not doing what they've been asked to do, and the numbers are going to go up. And but anyway, I just want people to know we're doing the best we can do. And if you have any questions about what to do or what not to do, please give us a call at the City Hall. I'll personally call you back. I attempted to this morning call a lady about and try to explain this to her. And the main thing is, if you want to wear a mask, wear it. CDC, even the Jackson Madison County Hospital, is suggesting you do such. They wish we would, because they need something to start cutting those numbers down. And so
Yeah.
wear and do what you know is right. This is not nothing new for us. And wash your hands and stay away from people. Don't get in a crowd. Wear that mask, uh, and it'll help us all get to where we're going. And
Yeah.
I just want you all to know that as your mayor, I work very hard for you, and there's so much wonderful, good stuff going on. And Amanda and her chamber team, and all of our other departments here in our city, we work really hard for you, and we're doing the best we can do to get through this as one.
And we're trying to help keep out the information.
Yeah, call if you need to talk to me. You good or bad, I'm good either way. 784-2511. I promise you, we'll talk. I've got lots of phone calls to call back, but if you're worried about COVID and what we're doing and what not being done, please give me a call. And by the way, I want to just end this by the health department. We got 3 health departments in Gibson County, and that's not normal. Most city counties don't have 3. We got one in Humboldt, Trenton, and Milan. And the health department stopped testing in Humboldt and Milan. All the tests are in Trenton. You have to call ahead and get a appointment. And I don't believe I called them, and I told them that I was not happy about that. But they had a pretty good answer. They're trying to they're stretched pretty thin, and they're trying to consolidate most of our resources in one spot, and that's in Trenton. So I understand that.
That makes sense.
I wish they would have kept ours open.
Yeah. I do have a question. You mentioned that you're planning to open your office on August 29th, on or about August 29th. Is that all the city buildings, or is that, because some of those are still closed, like the library, and does that include all of those, or just your office?
Just the mayor's office.
Okay.
We sell a lot of permits. We take, and so it's gonna be tight up there. We're gonna try to socially distance people for 6, but it's gonna be like a cattle chute when you come in and go out. But I think it's time after the 29th. We're gonna sort of set ours with some governor things, Labor Day time, and try to get back. We're going to try to get back that front open. We've got our guards up, our plexiglass guards. We got them up this week, and we'll be next week working on when people come in. We don't want to inconvenience our citizens that needs to come to the city hall for anything, or the mayor's office. And that parking out front, that's customer parking. It's for the mayor's office parking. It's not mine. I park in the rear. So we want people to start coming back and coming into the building. And we'll have to manage it a little bit, but it'll be okay. And we got so many wonderful things going on. Things.
Yep. Seth Wilkerson just said that the library is opening back up on the 17th.
On the 17th, good, because senior citizens is still we're in. We manage that senior citizens center. We go with what recommendations, because they're elderly people. They are seniors, and we don't want them exposed to anything.
Sure.
And so we're doing a good job there. We haven't opened up, but I think the number is going to go way down. Yeah. I've been working with the director of the library and her board and her staff about opening up, and her board and the director and myself, we talk quite a bit about what do we feel like that needs to happen at that library, and I think they can do a good job of distancing people.
I think they can too. They do a really good job there.
They do a really good job at our library.
Yeah.
And I think it's time to do something there, and hopefully these numbers are going to start going down. A few weeks ago, there was some large gatherings in our city that I knew about, at least one of them, but it was a lot larger than I thought it was going to be. And I just really believe that contributes some of our numbers. When you get 200 or 300 people together, and it's got, it don't have to be one person in there, and it runs rapid. So, but we are doing a good job, and I think we are. And I know I've been getting criticized quite a bit on Facebook and different places, and I'll take any criticism due. But I want you to know I work really hard as your mayor, and the old governor giving me back a little bit of power. Maybe I can make some things happen. But we work really good with our chamber and our businesses also about masks, and, about what the business owners feel like we need.
And several of those have done that themselves. Walmart has a mask mandate. City Gift has a mask mandate. I believe Dollar Tree still has a mask mandate. So several of the businesses around town, and that's one of the things that, I'm going to speak as a chamber person, that I like a lot of decisions that are going to affect the business to be in the business's hands, and I like the fact that they can at this point choose that for themselves.
Yeah,
To do,
and
because in a lot of places you're 6 feet apart anyway. So
yeah,
it's a moot point. And it has to be 15 minutes. That was what I was on a state call the other day, and it has to be 15 minutes of close contact, less than 6 feet apart to catch it. So, walking down the sidewalk, driving in your car, if you're in some place for 2 minutes, you're not really that likely to catch anything.
Yeah, and anything I do is data driven.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start, the data I get is from the Weather Channel, and I've told other people that, and I've even told the health department that. That's where I get my data, and they get theirs probably from CDC, but it's really good. And you don't have to. I just put the Weather Channel app on my phone, and I can keep up with the daily everything. And it's even got graphs. It's got, if you cross a different county, it'll update you to the county you just went into. And so it's really a good one. That where you don't have to navigate the Tennessee.gov or the Tennessee Health Department.gov or any of those, because they are really hard to navigate. And so if anybody out there that's having a hard time getting the real numbers and that you feel good about, because I talked to the health department about it, and they'd never heard of it, but I put out some numbers. They said, that's right. Those numbers are really accurate. So I do the Weather Channel, and you'll see it. You'll have to thumb down and go down, and you look at it in any county, and it'll follow you when you cross county lines also. And so things got to be data driven, and we're not getting a whole lot of data. And matter of fact, we were getting data. Our police and sheriff departments were getting data from the state about COVID-19 addresses where people were positive. Mm-hmm. Where our police and fire and any of our first responders would know that there was a COVID case at that property, not who it was, but where it was. And that's been taken away also. And we've had 3 police officers quarantined, and one of them quarantined again now. So, but we do best we can with what data we got. And that you can get online and get the same data I do. And try that Weather Channel app. It's really good, and it'll update you every day.
And come to our Facebook page, because we've been trying to make a little bit more sense, make it a little bit more legible, the data that comes from the Tennessee Department of Health. We've been trying to put that in an easy to read format every afternoon after 2. So we've got a separate graph for that for you.
And Mayor Weatherspoon's done a great job trying to share his data on Facebook. And believe it or not, Facebook's the way to go. I mean, if you're not a Facebook person, I'm not. My wife is. And so I keep up with a lot on Facebook. But Mayor Weatherspoon's done a great job of posting things. And he's got some graphs and things like that there today. And so we are in this together.
Yep.
And we'll be there when it's all over. And we just keep our faith in Jesus Christ, wake up every day and do the best we can do, and let's just plant positive seeds for our city. We have so many wonderful people live here, and I'd say let's just don't get into he said, she said to this person. Just let's all be as one. That's what it's all about. We'll get through this. We will.
We will. Thank you, Mayor Sikes. I appreciate it. If there's anything that you need from us, you know that you can give us a call. And if there's anybody out there who's got questions, he offered to take your calls or to answer your questions, 784-2511.
Right.
If you need more information, we're trying to keep as much on our Facebook page as you can. That's the Humboldt Chamber Facebook page, Humboldt Chamber of Commerce. But if you need anything, give one of our 2 offices a call. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you, man.